What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Bo Show. My name is host Jordan Bohinski, and super excited to be back with you guys this week after coming back from the dead last week for episode 37. Alongside me today, as per usual, the one and only Mr. Brock Thompson.
How are we doing?
Oh,
and
gosh.
How did that sound?
Oh, Brock, let's try that one more time. Mr. Brock Thompson.
How are we doing?
There we go.
What happened? Did it not come through?
Well, so for everyone listening, Brock got a mic as we gave you our word that he would, and he gave us our word that he would, and he got it. He got a mic.
I got a mic. Man of my word.
Yes, and if you're watching on YouTube right now, which you can be, as all of our podcasts are now posted on YouTube, you can see his mic. Here it is right here, the Junivo Enjoy Unique Voice microphone, $11.99.
No.
$24.99 with a little bit of reverb.
I went up. It's
so
nice, so it's got a nice stand.
Yeah.
Stands up straight. I can move it like this.
It's very flexible.
Very flexible.
So for everyone listening and not watching, I would explain it to you as imagine that your president of your let's put it like this: Donald Trump just got called to the podium to give an address. Okay, that's the mic that Brock is using. Okay, the valedictorian at your high school grad. Okay, that's the mic that Brock is using.
You nailed it. That's actually what I was going for. So I'd say mission successful.
And now, your grade 12 valedictorian, Brock Thompson.
Oh, I wish. I was in the bottom, I think, 10 percentile of my grade of my class. So,
oh, that's good.
I had to sneak backstage and knock the valedictorian out if I wanted to get on stage. I wasn't getting up there by invite, I can tell you that.
Well, Brock, we had Pierce for a week. We had him for one episode. We had him for episode 37 last week when he came back from the dead. And then this week, hate to break it to you guys, obviously you heard it in the intros, no Devin Pierce.
Yeah. You know what? He's got a busy summer with school.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't know.
You know what? I'm not like Brock. We'll let the fans kind of decipher for themselves. We'll leave it up for grabs. You're going to try and back them up a bit, but I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, like it's unfair. You give a fans a taste of your voice. You show them the schnoz again. You know, you talk about the rod, and then you take it right away from them, like they don't deserve it. You know,
right.
Like it's some kind of punishment. It's like Corey Perry. The guy shows up one game, doesn't show up the next. It's like a vintage Corey Perry.
So what I think he could actually use is maybe some support from the fans that says more along the lines of like, hey, look, like we actually really liked having you back. We actually did miss you, and you can't be pulling these type of stunts because like you're just as much a part of it as the other two guys, but you don't act like it.
Yes, exactly.
And he needs to hear that coming from not me or you. He needs to hear that coming from people that want to listen to him. And I can tell you this firsthand, it's not coming from his mother.
Oh.
Because she came up to me and said, Brock, you know what? I really like you on the Bo Show.
Wow.
And didn't say anything to Devin.
So you're telling me that her favorite voice on the show could be Brock Thompson?
No, it is. It is me.
Oh, it is for sure.
Oh, no. Yeah, she just said it straight out. I don't know if I should tell you what she said about you.
No, say it.
She said that you should probably wash your mouth out with soap.
Yeah, so last week I had a comment actually to you where I said that you're
going to repeat it.
Well, it needs to be addressed.
Oh, is this a public apology or just a statement?
I would say it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
So I will go on to say this, that I went on to say, when Brock, we were talking about sports, and you had me fired up saying that you would, you whatever you called it, something me in tennis, and you do something to me
Rinse,
in golf.
dummy.
Yeah, all of the above. And I went
Yep.
on to say that I have jerked you off in tennis. Well, what I meant by that was that I beat you bad. And I know that saying I beat you bad isn't that much better after saying that I jerked you off in tennis. But I will say to all the mothers out there, probably including my own, who I deeply made extremely uncomfortable, I apologize. And there will be no more talking of jerking on this
Okay.
podcast
There we go. That's all we
for
need
at
to know.
least the next episode or two.
Or two. Let's stick with two. Let's start with two and go from there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'd like to get back to that sports topic, by the way, because I have some big news about that.
okay, good. So, okay, with your I mean, we're getting used to this mic thing. I can hear you breathing through your nose.
I'm
in
basically
there.
eating it.
You are eating it. Like
Okay.
like you're sucking on that thing.
It's my first time with my own mic. I'm used to having it in front of my face because we're professionals.
Right there.
I'm not used to doing a manual mic.
Right there.
Okay, right there. I'll leave it. I'll be statue the rest of the show.
I just want to say though, Brock, is that it means the world to me and the fan base that you would step up like this and get a mic. I mean, you probably put it on like, you expedited the shipping. I'm like, because it got here instantly.
It did. It got here super fast.
So that's awesome. Hey, you mentioned you wanted to talk about, we talked about golf last week, as now
Yep.
we're getting into summer. You got some big news you want to share, Brock. I'm super excited for you. I think I know where this is going, but I'm going to let you take over here and share this news with us.
Well, speaking of the rod man himself, Devin Pierce, he took us out for 2 fabulous rounds of golf this last weekend in Nashville, Tennessee. We had a blast. Now, if you know anything about me, I've never owned a set of golf clubs, so I rent wherever I go. Okay, tough life, honestly, as a avid golfer. It really is. It's hindered me.
You got to think about it. I mean, the average round of golf, I mean, at least in Winnipeg, is you're looking at $45. That's including the cart, plus another 25 for rental.
Now that's what's funny though,
$70?
is because I've actually never paid for rentals. Only this weekend was the first time I've had to pay.
Oh, you just use one club? You just rent one club?
No, I've asked for sets. No, I'm not kidding. I've asked for sets and they just haven't charged me.
Which club am I going to use for 18 today?
7.
Let's go with the 9-iron.
No, a 7. You could get by using a 7.
You could. A solid 175 when you rock one off the tee.
So maybe a 6 even.
A good chip and roll to the green, and then you can putt with a 7 easy.
See? Okay. So I got you there. Either way, I played an okay round of golf the first round. I lost my phone on the 3rd hole, and I'd say that really mentally dominated me the rest of the round.
You lost your what?
My phone.
Oh my! You lost your phone?
Lost my phone.
How?
Fell out of the cart.
Do you get it back?
After the round, we went and decided to look for it. I knew it was on hole 3, and we just drove up and down the fairway through the roughs, and we eventually found it. It was a miracle.
Where'd you find it? In the rough? That's probably where you spend most of your time.
I did find it in the rough.
Surprised you didn't find it in the water or in the sand.
Didn't lose a single ball to the water.
Probably because there was none.
There was some water, but the woods definitely did me dirty.
The woods
got me.
Well, the woods will get anyone. I felt like I was golfing in a bowling alley this last weekend. It was narrow, fairways were so narrow.
Okay. So I'm very fired up about golf. So I had a good round. You know, you have those rounds where you didn't shoot great, but you had a couple shots where they just didn't leave your mind, and you're just like,
yeah,
going back because I know I had it that day.
Yeah,
just one thing was off because I hit those good shots.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, that was a good day. So we go back to golf the next day. They wanted to charge me $40 for rentals. $30 for the round, $40 for rentals. I just said, no, I'm not doing it. I won't stoop that low. So I borrowed Zechariah Roberts clubs and we shared the entire round. Terrible etiquette. Should have got kicked off. If you were behind us, I apologize. It took extra time, but I had another terrible round. So that's when I drew the line. I said, you know what?
Probably because you're using Roberts's clubs. I mean, the guy, he's not much of a golfer, is he?
He's good.
He is?
He's undercover, a really good golfer.
Okay, I can see it.
And he's just has started to golf.
Wow. Okay.
And he is solid.
Okay, so continue your story because I want to hear this.
So I drew the line. I said, no, I'm not doing rentals anymore. I'm not going to do it. I want my own clubs. I'm done getting walked over on the golf course. I know I can be good. So I thought back. I thought back to what my dad said. My dad, excellent golfer, loves golf, just lives for it. Beautiful set of custom pings. And growing up, he would take me all the time and we'd always rent. And I always said, Dad, I want my own clubs. I want my own clubs. He said, you know what? There's no point in getting clubs because you're just going to grow out of them. So I'm renting my whole life. Okay, just renting, using who knows what these clubs are. Some of them are good. Some of them are bottom of the barrel. Some of them play it again, wouldn't even buy.
Yeah, I'll rent this Jazz 1930 XPR.
I have used wood clubs before. That is no joke.
Brock, I'll give you you'd be better off with my Bauer Nexus on the course compared to a wood club.
You know what? I actually remember using the wood 9-iron and I loved it.
Okay. Interesting.
Not
Probably
the
reflects
point.
the kind of golfer you are. Greasy golfer, greasy clubs. It's like hockey. Greasy player, greasy stick.
True. So anyway, I call my dad and I was just like, Dad, I'm done. I want to golf. I want to be good. I remember you said this to me. You said, Brock, the moment you decide you want to be serious about golf, we'll get you a set of clubs. And he told me that when I was probably 16. So I'm like, this is like cashing in a big time solid because I'm well on my own now. Like I need to be able to pay for my own clubs, right?
You're married.
I'm married. Like this doesn't happen, but I'm doing it. I'm calling in a Hail Mary.
Yeah, exactly.
So I call him and I was like, Dad, there's these nice clubs. I went to Golf Galaxy. I got a whole fitting session. This is the bill. And he said, you know what, Brock? Get them.
Shut your butthole.
He said, get them. So let me just tell you some specs on these clubs. And these are the specs of the clubs that I'm going to absolutely dominate you in the first ever Bow Show Invitational.
Brock, I am going to turn you from your avocado self into a nice big set of guacamole. I've told you that before. I want to beat your cheeks so bad.
I would say yes if I was using rentals, but get your cheeks ready. Okay, brand.
My cheeks are always ready.
Mizuno.
Okay there, Matsushima from the PGA Tour.
No idea. Honestly, no idea they made clubs, but I guess they make excellent irons.
Brock, no, I didn't even know that they made club. Mizuno? I thought that was like a volleyball shoe.
It is a volleyball shoe and a baseball brand, but also their specialty is irons. Not drivers, not putters, not fairway woods, just irons.
Okay, continue.
So I got an iron set. Okay, they are the JPX 919 forged irons.
Forged.
2020 model. Keep the change.
Ew.
Gender, men's. Left-handed.
Surprising. Wow, lefty.
Yep. Shaft model, KBS Tour Pro model.
Wow.
Shaft flex, stiff.
They better be stiff.
Oh, they're stiff.
If you were using whippy clubs,
get this,
or regular, we'd end this podcast.
Custom length.
Shut up.
1/2 inch.
Reminds me of something else that's 1/2 inch. Keep going.
Stepping standard. Lie angle up 1.
Wow. No idea what that means.
Neither do I, but they're custom. They're fully custom. Custom loft standard. Grip model. Golf Pride Tour wrap. Pure white.
Ew. Are those your grips?
Yep. Custom grips. All white.
Okay, Brock. I'm waiting
Grip
for the
build,
price
4
tag.
reps. Grip, I'm not telling you the price tag. Grip installation, installed, logo down.
Logo? Okay, I get to ask one question about the price. And you have to say an upper,
No.
you have to say higher or lower. One time for the fans. Because
Really?
they're
Why?
wondering, what if
That's
what-
so classless.
700.
Up.
10,000. No, just kidding.
Yeah, right.
No, Brock, I'm seriously super excited for you, man. That is
I can't
great
wait.
news. Have you used them yet?
They will be here in 2 weeks since they are fully custom clubs.
Okay. Well,
I just ordered them, but here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, Bo. I have no driver, I have no putter, and I don't have a golf bag.
ooh, that's going to be an issue. So, I saw this guy. I was actually surprised that you didn't do this. I saw there was actually a recent invention. I don't know if this is recent or not, but I saw that it was invented, and it's actually called the portable golf club. So it's one club that you can fold up and you can take on like an airplane or take it like anywhere, literally anywhere. You can take it as a carry-on, take it anywhere. You fold this club up, okay? Okay, you fold it up and then you extend it when you get to the course. It's one club. You don't have to carry a bag, nothing. You extend on the course, and the bottom of it is an iron. Okay, it's an iron, but you can change the angle of the iron all the way from a pitching wedge, so that it's like, so it's a head. It's got a lot of uh, it's got a lot of angle to it, or you can bring it all the way down to a driving iron, and then a putter, which is like basically straight up 90 degrees.
What?
Yes, it's called it's the portable golf club. Like you can use it anywhere, whatever.
That's
And
insane.
but so a PGA tour player, okay, I believe it
Used
was
it?
Dustin Johnson, just for fun, used it and hated
What'd he
it. Like
shoot?
said it was awful. It like
Oh,
hurt his hands and like
dang
ruined
it.
his hands. Yeah, he
How
said.
crazy would that have been if he shot like 1 under?
Can you imagine that invention?
That's a
And it
sick
and
invention.
it's success, like it's like people start using it, guys in the PGA just carrying one club around,
1 club. That'd be
like
sick.
they go to
How
eat
much is
and
it? How much is it?
they eat with it. Not sure. We'll have to get well, actually we'll have to get our boy on that.
Devin?
No,
Oh, Brad.
Brad.
He's not even doing anything right now.
Brad's in quarantine still. He got the coronavirus like 8 times. So he's been quarantining for like 6
Did he
months.
file for unemployment with you?
Brock, why do you have to do that to me? The unemployment thing. Actually, I mean, it's funny.
No, I said employment.
Actually, that brings me to my next point. You can actually suck on this because I just started work today.
Nice. Manitou?
Manitou. You say
Nice.
it's actually Manitou, but Manitou, yeah. So
Minnesota.
just started today, full day today. Was thinking, I wouldn't be back this summer because I just graduated from college, got a university degree.
Nice.
Figured, hey, thanks, Brock, appreciate it. Might take a break from the camp scene, from the camp counselor thing, and move on to my career. Well, I mean, like we said last episode, the world's ending, and it doesn't look like anyone's getting any more jobs. So it looks like you got to stick with what you know. And for me right now,
that fact ending.
Yeah, for me right now, that just means getting back on my horse and making young bows,
Do you
bows.
literally have a horse that you get on?
I wish. That'd be sick.
Camp doesn't have a horse?
No, but they're getting a petting zoo in a couple of years. It's gonna be sick. Dogs.
Okay, that is sick, but Bo,
dogs,
I'm not kidding.
cats.
If you added a horse, if you added a horse to camp, like amenities,
Can you imagine? You know how camps have like camp dogs? Can you imagine if they had like a camp horse that was just ripping around and the kids just would like jump on its legs and get rides to activities?
You didn't. That sounds amazing. How about a camp camel?
A camp camel, Brock. That'd be interesting. A camel could honestly carry probably 70 kids. These kids that we got coming in. These kids that we got coming in are clocking in at like 40, 50 pounds. Like I'm buffling them with 2 hands, lifting like 2 up at a time. And it's just a huge, huge confidence booster for me whenever I have to break up a tilt or something. Just whoop, and I was like, whoa. So anyway,
think of the damage a camel could do.
Yeah, I know. It'd be very interesting.
Pitch that idea, and the Bow Show will cash that check for the residuals.
Yes. So Brock, I'm actually, before we continue the podcast, just got an important message from Devin Pierce. He wants to join, so he could be coming in soon. If he does, we'll bring him in and we'll grill him a little bit, see where he's been, see why he couldn't start on time today. Because obviously, you know, right now it's a 2-man band, Brock. I mean, I'm an acoustic guitar guy, and you're giving us the beat on the drums, right? So,
true.
Anywho. Wanted to give you guys an update too. Brock, just under 30 days until Cam and I seal the deal.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
How does that feel?
Getting married.
How does it feel?
Well, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Brock, how is married life? I mean, that's going to be me soon. I mean, I'm going from essentially being, you know, all older people who've been married forever, they go, oh, you're technically still single until you're married. So I deep down, I'm like, well, I guess like I'm kind of single until I really seal the deal here.
Well, correct. Because once you sign them papers.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
Like, you're not erasing pen. That's why it's pen.
Well, I was thinking about signing in pencil. No, just kidding. Yeah, sir. Do you think
invisible
I
ink?
Invisible
ink.
Yeah. You know what? Do you think I could just give you my verbal commitment here?
I'm not 100% yet.
Yeah, not 100%. I'll just give you a verbal commitment. No, sir. Okay, I'll sign in pencil.
So
what is it? What is it like? Like, I mean, I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm ready to go to Pound Town. I mean, to Fun Town and have a blast. I mean, it's gonna be so fun. I mean, just being married, living together, and it's gonna be great.
What were you thinking?
What was I thinking?
What were you thinking there?
Okay, Brock, listen. It was unintentional. It slipped out.
Okay, I get. It's on your mind.
We love to play tennis, and we call it when we do tennis, we call it Pound Town because she's back and forth with the tennis balls.
Right. Do you both have a racket?
Oh, Brock.
Does she have clubs?
She uses her brother's clubs. She's actually not bad at golf.
I believe it.
And the second thing, she wants clubs. And the second thing, she just got a brand new Wilson tennis racket. Disgusting.
Oh, that's sick.
And so
does she wear skirts?
Yeah, all over the tennis game now. She Bianca Andreescu is a Canadian tennis women's legend. Okay,
Yes.
Beat Serena Williams beat Serena Williams in the U.S. Open final and the Rogers Cup when Serena Williams retired. Now, anyway, she is like Bianca 2.0 with her style. It's pretty sick.
Okay. Tennis and golf, I'd say in terms of sports, probably have two of the most underrated style games.
Yes.
Like Roger Federer's style is
disgusting.
Like, are you kidding me?
And their shorts and their outfits are just so sick.
Totally matching, just pure class. Both sports, just style is just pure class.
I know. And Brock, the other thing too is our like for me, getting married to Cam, like I'm excited to see her in like sick golf attire, sick tennis gear.
Okay. I was scared for a little bit where you were going with that.
Well, I'm going to slow down. Okay, we're on the perimeter right now. We're going 120 right now on the highway.
Yeah.
We're slowing down. We're approaching danger zone. So we're going to slow down.
Yeah. With all the tennis talk, it reminded me of how badly I would probably beat you on the court if we played right now.
Brock, actually, it's a perfect timing for this to happen because my language is about to get extremely foul if you continue saying stuff like that.
I mean, it's just true though, because you are such a coward on the tennis court. All you do is just play as defensive as possible.
You're baiting me. You're baiting me right now.
Baiting you to what? I'm being completely honest. If I would get so bored playing you in tennis that I'm forced to hit a bad shot. The
Brock,
moment that anything is on the line and I have to just outweight you, I will outweight you in every point and beat you.
You should thank me, actually, because by returning every one of those shots to you and playing your quote-unquote defensive play, I give you more of an opportunity to practice that weak, pitiful stroke of yours on the tennis court.
Interesting.
Did you see what that guy said about the tennis video? So I posted a tennis video on Instagram, the one where I actually said, so I actually posted that on Instagram where I said that I jerked you off in tennis. I'll say it again, just in case you missed it the first time. And someone commented and they said about Brock, you calling me a defensive player. And they actually said that's called a push player when someone tries to continuously get us back. Didn't know that. Very interesting.
That is interesting. And if you see us looking distracted right now, if you are watching, it is because Devin is incompetent when it comes to anything technology and somehow cannot join our podcast. So we are having to walk and hold his hand through this entire process.
Yeah, the guy is. We're gonna light him up, Brock. He's actually right in the waiting room right now. I'm about to admit him. Here we go. We're gonna bring in Devin Pierce, the third semi co-host of this podcast. Maybe he'll become an official co-host if he starts making more consistent appearances, more on time. Let's admit Devin Pierce to the podcast. And here we go. Devin's iPhone is popping up now. We'll see if we can connect him to the audio. Here he is.
Those have good mics.
Hey.
Oh, there he is. Welcome, Devin Pierce, to the podcast. Piercy, you're about half hour late. We've already been recording, but the fans would like to hear from you, kind of hear, any kind of excuse you got, or, I mean.
Just got in from Cabo. Let me see if I can fire this up here.
Wow.
Good.
So,
Brock.
What up?
What's up, legend?
What's up? Long time no see.
Hey, am I coming in okay? I just got the 420X mic.
You notice how
is that the new Apple iPhone mic?
Huh?
He can't hear, eh? He can't hear, can't talk. We can't hear anything.
I can hear. I can talk.
Okay,
I can do everything. I'm all set.
Okay, how does Brock sound? How do you like his new mic? The joke
looks like he's got a stick with a little sponge on the end of it.
And now, would you welcome for our commencement speech, Brock Thompson?
Oh my gosh! He's speaking at Convo.
Hey, Pierce. Your high school grade 12 valedictorian, Brock Thompson.
Avi Thompson.
Anyway, Piercy, how you doing, man? It's good to hear from you. The fans were
unreal.
Yeah?
Unreal.
Well, you look good.
Thank you, beauty. You look good too.
Shut
Brock's
up.
not coming in. It's only me and you talking. Brock, talk. See if the screen pops up on you, like seeing your face.
Well, hit gallery view.
There you are. All right. Disabled. Everything. There it is.
Now you got gallery view?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Got the gallery pulled up.
Welcome to Zoom.
Welcome to Zoom. Wish I got on there zoomy fast. Took a bit. Took me 10 minutes to find the meeting ID.
Hey, it's okay. I sent you a direct link for the meeting ID and about
still couldn't find it.
Yeah, still couldn't find it. 30 minutes later, you get in here. It's good to see you. Hey, you had a good weekend, eh? Brock made a trip to Nashville and he was telling us he got clubs and I mean,
he did.
I mean, that's crazy. Nashville, what I can't believe, boys, is Nashville's fully open. Bars, pubs.
Not quite. 50% capacity.
Okay, but you said that, like, people were just, like, kind of, like, you said they were stuffed.
Yes. They weren't obeying.
Busy, long lines.
But just to be clear.
Okay. So 50% capacity, they say, but they were actually stuffed.
No one was listening, correct.
So I'm surprised that no one in Nashville enforces that. Like, it's almost like they make those guidelines just so that the outside media world will be like, oh, like they're still at 50% capacity.
Well, actually, on our way there, they voted to maybe possibly change it to 100%. Everything reopened, and they vetoed it.
Oh, so you guys are driving down there.
We were
voting on it.
Correct.
Pierce, I'm gonna show you what you sound like. Voting on it.
I sound like that? I sound like that? That's how you guys are coming in.
Well,
I sound like that?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, Dev, do you want to tell
like
Bo?
Hey, I got it.
Dev.
I was really just thinking that. Am I coming in like that? Because I can join it somewhere else.
No, you're good. Brock,
No,
what were
I'm
you gonna
not. You guys
say?
just hesitated like I was on Mars.
Yo, no, you're good. You're good. Just hey, tell
right.
Bo the story of my arm at roller.
Oh my gosh. All right. Brock, those roller games are fun, aren't they? Number one.
Those, oh my goodness, so much fun. Highlight of my weekend for sure.
We
Besides golf,
had a game. The second game, golf was a blast too. The second game though, and I have something to say about that as well. Bo, we said we wish you were down there. We had fun. The first course we played at was in good shape. It was a sick course. It was like $300 a hole. But the other one we did, other one was a little bit run down. Greens were a little bit tough. But me and Brock were on a team versus. Well, I'm saving the roller story, okay? But for golf, me and Brock were on a team, and then Josh Fricks and Roberts were on a team. Okay, so we did a point system, which is what they do in some tournaments, like that father-son tournament that my dad and brother and I go to. So a par is 2 points, birdie's 4, eagles 8, hole-in-one 16. Had a couple of those. The bogey is a 1 point, and a double bogey is 0.
Okay.
So whoever has the most points at the end of the round, which is fun because like
so much fun.
if you have a bad hole or like you hit it in the water or something like that, it's like, you know, you're kind of like rattled and like you get thrown off. You're like, I'm shooting in the 80s or whatever, 90s. And with this, it's like you can have a birdie and like help your team still. And so the first place that we played was Friday. It was Friday.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Is that a murder hornet in my thing? What's that coming through?
That's Brock's mic. So every 15 minutes,
So that's Brock, and
every
not me.
15 minutes, it sounds like a murder hornet is
does.
coming through.
What?
It sounds like a
Brock,
murder hornet.
It sounded like you just like tased your phone. What is going on?
Hey, at least I have a mic there, Pinocchio.
Oh God. All right, teammate. We hey, so as I'm talking, good,
Continue the story. Yeah.
I keep the story going because I got nothing to say. Hopefully getting surgery on this bad boy, and I've been saying that for a while. But
You've been saying that for 5 years. Hopefully getting surgery next week. Hopefully next week.
So all right. So it's tight. Me and Brock are down like 7 points, okay? And we're going into the last 9. So Brock and I
still a ton of time.
But honestly, it's kind of hard to come back because Josh Fricks is pretty good, and Roberts came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Roberts parred the first like 3 holes and then birdied, and he doesn't play at all. We were like, okay, we did not expect this. So me and Brock come in hot on the back 9. They were up, I think 7 points, and then I went birdie. No, I went par, birdie. Brock had 2 pars, a bogey. So we had like right there, we were, I think, almost tied. And we're going to the last hole. We're down 3 somehow because they had a last couple like 16, 17.
Who was they against? Josh
Fricks and Roberts.
Okay.
So we're going into the last hole, and Brock and I knew that like we needed them to just like flub both of their shots. Like we needed them to just ruin it. Robert steps up. You could have thrown the ball further than he hit it. He hit it like 5 feet, literally 5 feet from him, topped it. Me and Brock are fired up. We're like, let's go. Josh hits it in the road to the right, which didn't happen the whole time we were there. So we're like, huge. Brock rips a drive down the middle, 280 yards, smack down the middle, clubs he's never hit before. I hit a 4-iron striped right next to Brock teammates, pull the cart up in the same spot.
We did actually.
So yeah,
subtle brag, subtle brag. Brock hits
flex.
a driver. Brock hits a driver. I hit a 4-iron.
He was roping his 4-iron all week.
I can't hit my driver right now. I'm literally going to Golf Scout. Brock, I'm going tomorrow to try to get another one. I can't. I got to figure it out because I'm playing in a tournament this weekend and I couldn't hit it. But so I think we laid it's a par 5. 18 is par 5, long hole. I fricked up. I hit a 4-iron again. I was like, I'm driving the green. Hooked it. Lost the ball. Had to drop. Hit a 7-iron. See, that's the thing. Got to play conservative. Didn't need to hit the green. Okay, Brock hits a beautiful 4 hybrid right at the green. Ends up going in the trap. Not good. But He looks
But a par
kind
five,
of rattled.
I'm close to on and two.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's chipping for eagle. So like, we're fired up. We're coming in. We're good. We're set.
All we need is 3 points, Bo. Keep in mind, we need to par bogey.
Yep. Par bogey. That's it. That's all we need to tie it. We're gonna play it. So Brock, and the best part of the whole thing, Brock was in the zone. I was like, hey, do you want to, we're about 100 yards out from the sand trap, or no, 200. We're pretty far. And Brock's like, I'm like, hey, you getting in? He's like, no, I'm actually walking to the trap. I need to focus. And I was like, so cute, adorable. And so he focuses, and I'm getting in. Okay, pull up. Brock gets in the trap. Missed the first shot. Ball's still in the trap. Second one. So now he's hitting for a birdie. Okay, going for a birdie, still in the trap. Beautiful shot, 3 feet from the hole. These greens are so hard. Spins it. It's coming out at the hole. Lands it. Your murder hornet's coming in. Hey, spins it. The ball sounded like that coming in. Spins it. I'm like, it's going. I'm like, it's going over the green. No, stops it. Dead. 3 feet from the hole. I'm like, oh my gosh. If he makes this and I make my putt, it's tied. I'm like, this is insane. Like I missed my putt. But Brock hit. He still bogeyed it. So we were down. Did we lose by 1 or 2? 2.
We lost by 2.
And then we double or nothing the next day. And
lost again.
We didn't get to finish. We teed off at 5 p.m. and we didn't get to finish that round because it just got dark. And it took a while. We had 6 guys.
Oh, that's why. Can you go?
But Bo,
yeah.
We've got to do it. Like, we've got to get us all together and it's fun because you could have like different groups that tee off, but still do that. And as long as guys are like honest and stuff, Bryce, my brother, Bryce and Quinn, they beat both of us.
Yeah.
But,
well, so, I mean, we've been talking about it. And I mean, like, you know, if we do like, especially for all of us, like in the next year, we're all going to be moving to new places. Brock, do you and Kadrian plan on coming back to Minneapolis once you're done?
Absolutely.
Okay, so there you go. So, hey, Brock, the tables are going to flip. Right now, you're 7 hours from Piercy. In about a year, you're going to be 7 hours from me.
That's true.
And then I'm 2 days from you guys. Driving time. Pierce is only 36 hours away, so that's perfect.
Hey, in all seriousness, what I was going to say was I think this is a great thing for us to do. I mean, especially think about this. College hockey guys in general, this would be an unbelievable idea. But even for our podcast, like every single summer, having a weekend, one weekend out of the whole summer where it's Thursday to Sunday, and we have a golf trip with us, and we turn it into a golf tournament where we have fans and people buy in. All the money goes to charity. It would be unbelievable. We have all former teammates, guys that we've talked about on the podcast, guests, all come out and enjoy themselves, and it'd be a sick location. How fun would that be?
That'd be gross. So we got to make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Brock, I've golfed because I lived in Minnesota for a bit in I was in like Prior Lake. Is that close to you?
30, 45 minutes.
My dad and I golfed the Wilds. It was a nice course. I don't remember. I remember there's some nice, there's quite a few golf courses up there.
Tons of golf courses.
They're nice. A lot of lakes. That's an NHL city.
Okay. Wait.
Anyway.
Roller story.
Okay. So.
Roller story. Yeah.
Get a load of this, Bo.
This is the second day we're playing, right?
Second day we're in Nashville.
There's no way Brock has good boots on the roller.
I was gross.
He actually was. The first day, rusty. The second day, night and day. First day, who can I compare him to? Defenseman. The first day, oh God, got to be careful. The first day he was Roman Polak. The next day he was
Roman Yossi.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Roman Polak to Roman Yossi.
No joke.
Overnight.
Indeed.
From seventh defenseman to Norris Trophy nominee.
Got the Mars blades on, literally. So Brock, it was me, Brock, my brother Bryce, Nelly against 4-on-4, obviously roller, against Quinn, Jake Fricks, Josh Fricks, and Roberts.
Jake probably looks like Bambi on those things.
He looks like Pronger, dude.
Roberts is unreal at roller.
Roberts is disgusting.
I've got like 30 jock straps hanging from the ceiling, and there's no ceiling. They're on the sky. They're on a cloud. And okay, so we're going in another tight one. Everything was competitive this weekend, but it was good though.
Game
so
7.
we went up 3-1 in the series.
Yeah.
Right.
Eventually
At one
lost in
point,
game 7. This was like game 6.
What do you guys do for goalies?
5.
So
game
what do you
5.
guys do for goalies?
we didn't have goalies because no goalie wanted to go out in 92-degree weather and play. Unfortunately, we reached out to like 7 of them. None of them were like, no.
So you played
Everyone was like,
post?
So we had, actually there's 4 nets out there. So we set the net up to where you can only go top shelf. And it honestly was hard to score because it was tight.
And you play with a puck?
Like, yeah, the roller puck.
Sick roller puck.
So Brock, so this was honestly like crucial in the series because our team was clicking 3-1 going up. They come back and tie it. But in game 6, Brock's driving the net and about to put it top shelf far down. I could tell because he was in the zone the whole game. And you got tripped. You stepped on Jake's stick, right?
Yeah.
So he steps on Jake's stick and goes into the net. His arm, like I guess right on the bone, hit the post. Okay, heavy fall. Like he's flying. Drives the net, got the Mars blades on too. Drives the net, hits the post, skates away. We're like, I guess it didn't hurt him really bad or whatever. Gets up. Pluto was coming off his arm. Immediately, upon impact, it was swollen. And Brock looks at me. He's like, that dude, I don't like, it hurts. I'm like, yeah, that's not normal. Like you're not, your arm's just, and then it went down, but he kept playing. But it was obviously like hard to shoot and stuff. It was huge.
So this is it now.
Not, it was way worse when it happened.
Like it kind of looks, Brock, it looks like really just purple around it looks like you have a purple wristband on your arm.
Yeah. So you can't see, but this area right here is.
You can't see it because it's actually filling up the whole screen.
Brock, it looks like you only went on steroids on your forearm.
I know. Comparison.
Oh my gosh.
So that like they came back, but still. So we were like, Brock, I'm sure you thought it was broken or something because that's not normal.
I thought it was broken. And
it went down. I guess maybe the heat or something. We need a gammer to diagnose it. That's what we were saying. We need a gammer to be like, dude, you have a broken like ulna. It's probably fractured like the distal part of it.
Which is that's funny because Gammer is actually in the room next door and actually mentioned that could have happened.
So
well, that's what I thought, and he's honestly a nail. So
no, don't compliment him after that. I want to chirp him one more time. Gammer thinks that he can diagnose every injury. I remember when I was sick and I came in and I wasn't feeling so hot. Like I already was having a crappy day coming to the rink. And
yeah.
And at this time I was living with Gammer in the dorms, and he's a nursing student at Liberty. So he thinks that he's a doctor. He's in like his freshman year of nursing. This guy
Bio 201.
Bio 201, yeah. I come to the rink and I'm like coughing, like swallowing or whatever. And I don't remember what he said, but something along the lines of like, Bo, like you might have cystical fibrosis.
You good?
You might have cystical.
You
might
good?
have like some kind of cystical fibrosis.
Look, he's in there.
And you're like,
You good?
and then he kept on going, trying to diagnose
it's him.
you.
It's not a ghost.
What's
I
up,
know it's him.
Liverpool fans? I hope you like hearing half-true stories told by yours
funny
truly.
thing is he's actually going to be a doctor.
No, he's gonna. I thought you're going into law.
Oh, here we go. No,
that's-
I did
that's
decide
Nelly.
on going to med school, Bo. Thank
You
you.
did? You're going to med school?
I need someone to help me on my behalf here. I don't know. I haven't listened to that many pods, but I do know I've been chirped on a few.
Okay, speak for yourself now.
Well,
You have to-
now
you
that
have to
Gammer's
defend-
here, Brock, can I please tell how the series ended? Because it's funny. And honestly, your arm was broken.
Oh, if you want.
It's just like, okay, number one, roller is like, Brock, you can attest to this. You would think that playing ice hockey your whole life, that it's like would be pretty easy.
He's dabbing up.
So
Gammer. He's dabbing up.
dabbing
Gammer.
him
He's
up.
like,
Dabbing him up.
don't worry, we're not chirping you too hard. Don't worry.
Hey, buddy, I'll see you in a
James
couple
and I are
minutes.
about to hit the hot tub in like 5 minutes.
Where at?
My place.
You have a hot tub.
Yep.
It's a,
Okay.
it's a
That's
community. It's they hop in his bathtub. It's like a bath shower. They just fill it up with shower water and they hop
Brock,
in opposite sides of the
What if
tub.
it is?
Nut
Brand
to
new
nut.
tub just hopped in. My body got
Hey,
rid of them
Dev,
toxins.
I'm sorry. You can keep going.
Sports in the top 10. I can put a ball in the end zone, put a bed in the friend zone. Sound like intro. Taste on giving that tempo. All right. So, Brock,
Yeah.
Bo, you better be sitting. This is hilarious.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm
So-
already sitting on my butt. I want you to put me on all fours here.
You will. Brock comes out. So you have to win by 2. It's down 3-1 in game 7. Okay. Score, make it 3-2. Winners take the puck. So
Wait,
that's how we played the whole
games?
time.
Like
Brock-
the series is 3-2 right now. The
So
series
if
is
you
3-2?
score, the series it's game 7. We've been playing for 3 hours. We're
Okay.
lockdown D. It is competitive. Like
Okay.
everyone wants to win.
Yeah.
Quinn's in the zone. We're up on them 3-1. He's like, this isn't happening. So he turns it on.
Okay.
So it's like he's nasty. So it's everyone's. So I go down and score. Not a big deal. Brock, so they send the puck back. Like, all right, give the puck. Brock takes it, skates out from behind the net, head up. Okay, this is what happens in this 3 seconds.
You just picture
Starts going
Brock
like this.
skating up from
He
behind.
starts
the
going
net.
like this. He's skating. He starts to I don't even know. You can't lose an edge in roller. So he kind of starts stumbling. And he starts going like that. It looked like he got struck by lightning. It was like this. He's like that. Loses it. He didn't fall. He didn't fall, but he's skating. And all of a sudden he just started going like that. Then Fricks takes the puck and just simply just buries it. Top shelf. Game over. Brock goes, that was game 6, right? Quinn goes, nah, 7.
Are you kidding me?
El Chapo's rattled. Nelly's rattled. Gone. Already in the car. What happened?
I tried the roller puck bow. It doesn't slide with
True.
it. It's not
True.
ice. So I
On sport
have
court,
my
it
head up.
does.
I have my head up. I'm just looking to snap a tape to tape pass.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I go, there's nothing on my stick. So
So then you kind of turn
I
back.
tried to turn back. I did lose an edge. So I'm stumbling. I'm trying to turn back because Fricks is going to get the puck. I'm doing everything in my power not to fall over, because if I fall over, my arm's just going to fall right off. So bad. And Fricks just literally, Devin said it perfect. Just literally put it in.
Yeah. Jake
Anyway.
too.
He just
roofed and he did it so nonchalant. It was just
sauce.
But honestly, I will say that that puck really doesn't roll. The surface was weird. It's a sick
It
rink.
was so much fun though. I have zero complaints.
Okay,
Yeah,
Brock, here's
yeah.
my question. Here's going to be my ultimate
On
question.
sport court, it puck rolls.
How did you like the Mars blades for roller?
Devin got that wrong. I
Well-
couldn't get the Mars blades to work actually.
You had the Mars Blade wheels in,
Yes, I
Right.
had Mars blades wheels. I couldn't get the rockers
but
on.
not the rocker.
Oh, so you just had the wheel. How'd you like the wheels?
They were good.
But not the rocker. So you didn't have the full Mars. The rocker is I think is 80% of it.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Sure, the wheels are wheels. They do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think the
They can
Mars
play Liberty
Blades for
on 'em.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got to
Hey,
do
Bo.
that.
Yeah.
I started this pod with you. I think Dev's gonna finish it with you.
Well,
Brock,
I
I had so much fun this weekend. I love you, man. Have fun in the
love
hot
you,
tub.
Thank you. What do
love you,
got?
Brock. Hey, Brock.
Yeah.
Hello?
Sorry, I thought you were saying something, Bo. I love you too.
Yeah, Brock, you got any closing thoughts for everyone before you go, before you show off your summer bod in the hot tub, that avocado? Before you give some free avocado, some free guac to some Chipotle customers.
Oh, and when he fell, I said guac is extra. when he fell, Quinn was like, "Oh no," but it wasn't funny
Guac is
at the
extra.
time.
You know what?
But
You know
Robert's
what, Bo?
died.
Guac
You know
is
what?
extra.
You know what, Jordan? I have a picture of me when I was in peak avocado form. Okay.
Very right. Very right.
You guys could not, you haven't even seen me in this much avocado form. I took it over Christmas break, okay, of last year.
Mid-season
Avocado bod
Avocados are
after
in
holiday
season.
meals for a week, okay? This was peak Brock avocado form. I will send you that picture, and I want you to put it side by side with a picture of me at the end of the summer. And you cannot
And
call
post
me
it.
avocado again.
Hey, if you want to make that your challenge, add this to your accountability that you can send me that picture, and then along with your updated end of summer picture, and I'll post it to the Bo Show Instagram.
What is this,
Yes.
a consent form? All right. Hey, really quick, Brock, I have something to say. Zach Center messaged me after the last podcast, Cincy, shout out to Cincy, and said, you heard it here first. Brock would sweep Bo in the sports competition we were talking about.
Just
Heard it from
because
Centers himself.
tell Center that if he was an O
He'll
lineman,
hear it.
tell Center if he was an O lineman, I would run him over.
Just send that video of the slide. All right.
All right, boys.
Sherman.
All right, boys. Love you guys. See you guys next Monday.
Love you, Brock.
All
Love
right,
you, Brock.
hey, we'll see you next Monday, Brock. Thanks, buddy. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
I'm kidding, buddy.
All right, that's Brock Thompson. Logged off. Pierce, how funny is it when you call guys buddy? Such like
It's hilarious.
I
It's
know.
such a one-up.
Yeah.
That's the biggest big dog move ever. I hate it.
See you, buddy.
Only
Hey.
can say it if you're in the NHL, or you can only say it if you're playing in a league above someone.
Yeah.
If I'm in the null and you're in the USHL, you can say buddy. I can't say buddy if I'm in the null and you're in the USHL.
Hey, speaking of league above, Ryan Reeves might be a little bit above you and me in terms of pay grade and in terms of wrench length. No, just kidding. But in all seriousness, he just signed. I wanted to actually bring this up before the end of the podcast. We have a couple more things. He just signed a 2-year extension with the Vegas Golden Knights.
Good for him.
Yeah, worth I think 1.2 mil each year. Ryan Reeves, they say is a fan favorite there. I mean, not gonna lie, I got a bit of a story about him. He's from Winnipeg.
Sick.
We actually he trains in the same complex, the MTS Iceplex, Bell MTS Iceplex, in the same complex that I train in the summer. Now,
Sick training facility.
Now he was skating. He was getting a training session on the ice. Okay, when he came off. Okay, he was in the dressing room next to where I was getting dressed for my training session on ice next. He came into the bathroom to shower. Well, I came into the bathroom as well because we're sharing bathrooms. I came into the bathroom as well to fill my bottle. And I'm assuming that you could see how that went.
Yeah.
I had full equipment on. He had no equipment on.
Nothing.
And I kind
How's
of
it hanging?
I looked at him and it was like a David and Goliath. No, like seriously, and like this guy, I just had to look at him and I was like, yeah. So either it's like either either you're like UFC or unbelievable NFL, NBA, or NHL.
Yeah.
Like he could play any
Anything you
sport.
want.
How jacked and how massive that guy is.
I actually think if there was one, like, if I had to pick a list of like 3 guys who I would love to play with, he would have to be one of them. He's the guy that everyone wants on your team. Like that's the guy that you need on a team. It doesn't matter what team you're on. You need someone like him.
Yeah. Prior to Byfuglien, like before Byfuglien left, he was the second toughest guy in the NHL. I would say like Buff had to be number 1. Him and Reeves went at it when the Jets played Vegas a few years ago in the playoffs in the, but now, I mean, with Buff gone, he's the toughest guy in the NHL. He has to be. And even when Buff was in there, you could make an argument that he was the toughest guy. But dropping the mitts with him, no chance.
No, I can't imagine. It is David versus Goliath. That's insane.
Yeah. So essentially, you could basically say that I showered with him. Kind of a sick brag.
That is.
Yeah.
That actually is.
Yeah. So we talked about the Bo Show golf tourney. Last thing I got actually on today's pod before we go, unless you got anything else.
No, this is unreal. You're killing it.
Next thing, actually, yeah, pumping my tees. One more thing I want to say actually is next podcast we're gonna have a huge announcement. I'm talking massive. I'm talking like groundbreaking. I'm talking all of our fans, subscribers, listeners, viewers, okay, supporters, they have told me and us to do what we're going to announce next Tuesday. Okay. Also, just a reminder, our podcast comes out every Tuesday. It's weekly Tuesdays. You can catch the pod, so you know when it's coming. You know when to expect it. You can add it to your calendar. Anyway, big episode or big announcement coming next episode. Okay. Pierce.
Episode. Unreal.
Pierce, you're in Nashville. Anything going on? I mean, you just finished your weekend with the boys golfing, playing roller.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
what's up next?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Had an unreal day with the wife. Went to get some. I've never had this stuff. Kombucha.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's supposed to be
kombucha.
really,
Everyone
it's
talks
supposed to be
about
really
it.
healthy. But we just grabbed some pineapple passion fruit. She got the strawberry rhubarb. It's unreal. We took
Kind of an
we took
NHL
Dean.
drink. Kind of an
Yeah,
NHL
NHL
drink.
drink sponsored by Kombucha. Yeah, shout out to them actually. They sponsored this segment. Suja, didn't say it right. Suja boy.
You have to show it. You have to show it so you get the
Yeah.
sponsor money.
Yeah, went to the dog park today with Bean and Emma. They went to did a lot of school today. I'm in some
Yeah.
classes right now. I'm done with undergrad on November 20th. Completely done.
Wow.
Fired up.
So okay, interesting. So good.
Fired up.
I mean, I wasn't necessarily talking about what your 5-year career plan is. I was more talking like what are you doing next weekend?
Next weekend, I don't know, maybe making the 3-day trek out to Manitoba. Hey, but seriously, we need to golf because it was fun. I was pretty impressed with you'd have a blast. Brock hasn't, so he had to hit rental clubs.
I know
Okay.
he said that's what he mentioned.
The second place we went they did the first place hooked him up with rental clubs. Usually places it's not expensive at all. We go to this other course the second day. It's cheaper to play there by like a little bit. But Brock's like, yeah, by the way, can I get like a thing of rentals? And they're like, yeah, that'll be $50. And Brock goes, you know when he's upset. And he went like this, he's like, and Robert's just like, Brock, you can use mine if you want top flights. Brock's like, you can use mine if you want. Brock's like, yeah, I guess. And he did it. He was so upset.
That's good.
But he still hit him. I mean, it's hard to hit like random clubs. And Brock wasn't bad. He just doesn't play often. If you don't play often, it's hard. But
no, I know.
Next
Yeah.
weekend, I'm actually doing a golf tournament. Father-son golf tournament.
That'll
Friday,
be awesome.
Saturday, Sunday. I will give the fans and the listeners the update on how it went.
Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, we're excited to hear about that on Monday. Also, you got to hold up your side of the bargain now. Only you left to get a mic. I mean, we heard Brock's today.
I'm telling you what, I came in way better than him.
Yeah. I mean, a $24 mic to have, what do you call those? War Hornets or whatever coming in.
Murder Hornet. Who sounded better, like, honestly?
Well, he sounded
sounds better,
better
but it
more
does annoy.
consistently because you at times will come in and out. Like
That's
the
not good.
odd time, like every
That's not good.
2 or 3 minutes when you talk, you'll freeze and then it'll resume and your voice will go like really fast and then we'll be caught up. Do you know what I mean?
That's not good. So that means is the content, it's not going to be okay.
No. The content's fine. Like it's going to be manageable. The listeners are going to be listening to it. Like it's
Yeah, they're just
doable.
like, what was said.
It's doable.
The listeners' heads are going to be going like, Brock, we didn't turn the fuck over in Game 7. They're like, what? If they heard that part.
Yes, they're going to be.
I'll have it for next week. I'll order it when we get off here. And if it's $24 is not bad at all. But Brock's was not. I don't want mine to do that.
No, it wasn't exactly ideal. I mean, so what you can do is now this is for anyone too listening. I mean, if you want to start a podcast or do your own thing, all I did was I went to YouTube and I just searched best cheap mics for best cheap mics for a podcast. And there's this guy and he does a video and he tries one of like each of the 5 cheapest mics that are recommended for a podcast. And they're unbelievable. Like they're incredible. So I would just go best cheapest mics for starting a podcast. and or cheapest mics for starting a podcast. And you'll do go on YouTube and they'll do reviews for you and you'll see them there. Any closing thoughts before we send them off? I mean, episode 38, we're back in action, man. This is second week in a row and we're not going anywhere. I mean, super exciting news with where we're going with this thing. And yeah, what do you got? Anything left or no?
No, excited to release the news and for the fans and the listeners to hear it on Tuesday. And it's fun. Pumped to be back. Glad that Avi was here. He started off hot, and then glad that I could finish it. And then obviously you're always there banging it. So
banging her, yeah. That's
I guess
what
your little comment the last episode raised a few eyebrows.
It did. Are you talking about the?
Yeah.
Say it.
My mom came out and she was like, I don't know how to put it, but Brock, I like you on the podcast. We're all in the car and she's a beauty. She got together a cooler of us with like water and stuff like that for roller. But she was like, but what Bo said about the jerking you off, or she was like, what he said about whatever it was, you may have to bleep that stuff out. We're all in the car like, yeah, I know. What was it?
So you know what? This is so funny having you on the podcast like in the second half and having Brock in the first.
You guys already talked about all this
because he said that like that story, but just like a little bit different. Like it's honestly interesting from like a psychology perspective, having him tell me and then you tell me. It's so funny, but like basically,
how different was it? It was way different.
Like no, it was seriously, it was like exactly the same. Like basically the exact same. Like very similar.
Yours is better,
but. Yours, just because I'm looking at you. Yours.
Yeah. Yours was.
Yours was way better.
Story was amazing at the beginning.
Yeah.
That would be what I would do.
Yeah. But no, in all seriousness, I mean, yeah, that's funny. I mean, honestly, it slipped out. We already discussed it. I had like a public apology.
I get it. You're rolling. Yeah. It's all good.
Not a public apology, but like, you know, we had to talk about it. We had to talk about it. There needed to be a conversation. So
yeah, it was like a small, it wasn't a big deal.
Problem is, I think I think I messed up like another couple times on here. So I mean, it was NHL, but I mean, it's the way it goes. I mean, podcasts we're freelance and we're free balling, so it's the way it is.
Exactly. I have a hilarious story, but it's not going to be told until the next one. So listen in.
You don't want to tell it now?
No.
Yeah, okay, save it. But make sure you mark it down because maybe we'll lead off this podcast.
I got it written down
with this story. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Well, guys, hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for listening. We appreciate you guys as always. Make sure you subscribe. Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. You can check us out on all those platforms. Our podcasts. Today's episode 38. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't seem like we've done too much, but we've been at this thing for like 2.5 years, and a
lot of hard work.
Some crazy guests on here. As soon as we figure out kind of how to go about this more consistently, we're going to start having guests on. We know the NHL is resuming soon, so we're going to try to have some of those guests on, trying to fill us in on some inside scoops.
Got a few of them.
Yeah, I got a few of them. Exactly, yeah. But hey, in the meantime, follow us on Instagram at The Bo Show Baby, or you can check us out on our website, thebowshow.ca, or you can check us out on Twitter at Bo Show Baby. Yeah, you guys, thank you so much. On behalf of Devin Pierce, I'm Jordan Bohinski. Stay tuned. Next week, we have a huge announcement for you guys, and we'll see you then. Take care. Love you guys.
Love you, boys.